Hello everyone and welcome to the YourMarket Producer of the Month interview for September 2025. This month we're with Mitch from Orange Pie Company. So Mitch, can you please tell us a little bit about how Orange Pie Company got started, how you got into making pies, and why you decided to transition from fine dining into gourmet pie making?
So my name's Mitch. I've been a chef for 23 years now. So I started cooking when I started cooking even before I was 16, but started an apprenticeship at 16. I've been lucky enough to work all over the place. I've worked with Sunday's Islands. I worked for Rick Stein's operation down in Ulladulla there for years, 3 or 4 years under that. And a couple of years before Rick came into it as well, when it was banisters on the head or whatever it was. And then locally I ran Highland Heritage Winery out here for 6 years, so all before Pico.
And so what made you transition from fine dining to making gourmet pies?
Circumstance. So I actually did my qualification to teach TAFE beforehand. So I'd just finished that and I'd started applying for jobs for like TAFE teaching, chefing jobs. And COVID happened, like bang there, and they weren't hiring anymore. So it was like, yeah, cool, great. Now what do I do? And at the same time, because I'd been out of work, and TAFE teaching tends to be like 1 or 2 days a week, or especially locally, like I think I only run 3 days a week for chefing stuff. Right. So Ben and I had an idea over beers one day that, we'll just make some pies at markets down at Orange Farmers Markets for a bit of beer money. It won't actually be anything useful, just something dumb to do. And we got everything ready for our first market. And as I said, COVID hit. So here we were with, I can't remember, it was less than 160 pies or so in the freezer. And we put them up just on Facebook, like Marketplace, spread the word. And we sold them all really quickly, but Prime News picked up. They were looking for here's someone doing something good during COVID or whatever. So we had they came in and filmed us in my kitchen at home making pies. And so the news story went out, and after about an hour of constant phone calls, we just turned the phone off because we were like, I don't know how we're going to make that many pies at home. So, and it just sort of exploded from there. So we did deliveries of frozen pies during the first lockdown of COVID for, I don't know, I think it was actually 3 or 4 months, but it felt like both forever and about 10 seconds, the way that time stopped during that weird little bit of time that was, 2020. And when things started to open up again, we were like, this is kind of a thing. That's when we opened the first store in August of 2020. That sounds right. And then, it's just gone from there.
So going back to the beginning, what was the first pie? What was that point where you felt like you finally hit the nail on the head and you said, this is it, this is really special, this is the first pie, this is the first recipe, this is the first one?
I don't know. Beef and ale was one of our first pies. It used to be with Pioneer's beer back then. And I think that would have been one of the first, they had copped onto that because we'd started just buying a 6-pack wherever. I can't remember, I had beer from something. And they rung us and they asked us to make pies for them. And I think it was 100 pies or something. And started giving us their beer for it. And that was like, oh wow, this is starting to be a thing moment. Yeah, when we sort of started working with local guys like Nick over at Small Acres and stuff a lot more, like that's when it really started to feel really cemented and really, using all that local stuff. Like we're all about that, which compared to a lot of other, pie places, bakeries, whatever, that's something really unique about us. So.
They're using that fresher, higher quality.
Yeah, that higher quality stuff, and like it's more about. So what you do in like a normal bakery setting is make a big batch of plain pie with the mint stuff. You put curry powder in some of it. You put open it to the mushrooms into some of it. You put bacon into some of it. So it's all the same base, and they've just modified it. Whereas we don't do that at all. Like every single mix is made for that pie. So it's really about, there's none of that. So it's just,
it's precision for each one. You're like, this is exactly what you want.
Yeah, what it wanted to be. Like what I'm doing there with pepper steak, the steak's been sous vide for 4 hours, whereas what else did I do with beef today? Beef ale is normally an overnight steak where it's cooked really long, but it's just getting that different texture because I want that to taste like a steak. I want the other one to taste like slow cooked beef rather than it all being the same, you know what I mean?
So that's coming back to that same training, that fine dining training.
Yeah, just bringing that into it because so I'm doing 2 steak pies today that's sous vide, but I've done another one that's the slow cooked overnight. And it's, they're totally different things. So.
That really, that attention to detail, that pie.
Yeah. And then premium methods or premium, you're paying for something that's had that love in it.
That's really cool. So that's how you're applying your fine dining training and your experience to making gourmet pies.
Yeah, like, as I say, very close to 20 years of training and cooking before, we were doing pie stuff. So it's that thinking about each thing, each mix, get made on its own.
And so you guys are famous for making a huge number of pies and always experimenting with your pies. Over the years, how many different pies do you reckon you've made? Do you reckon it's dozens or hundreds?
Hundreds. I don't know. Most weeks we've at least once a fortnight we're coming up with something new and trying it. So that over 5 years is, a lot. So
over the years, with all of the pies that you've done, obviously there's pies that have come in and then gone out again. But what do you feel like has been your signature pies? What have been the pies that you just couldn't keep in the cabinet?
The signature stuff's like the stuff that's there all the time. So your beef ales, it's great to work with. Now we work with John from Badlands and, that's fantastic. Obviously, like pork apple Chinese 5-spice sausage roll, like that's one of the, and chicken chorizo, they're like the originals from back when we were delivering stuff. So like I often think about some of that original stuff, like some of that's not there anymore. We used to do a chicken pumpkin sage that's come and gone. Butter chicken's still there, stuff like that. We didn't even have a plain pie until we opened the store because it was something I wasn't interested in. And then when we opened the first store, we tried to do that bakery style pie, that like mince meat, and it just it didn't work for me. I never could get it to be what I wanted.
Yeah.
And after, I think it was 18 months or so, I went, no, I hate this. I want to do it like this. It's not going to be anything like a bakery pie, and I don't care.
Yeah.
And that was worth it. That was like, hell yeah. Now it's something like it's slow cooked, either chuck or bowler blade, whatever's going around.
Yeah, right.
It's cooked for 18 hours, and then it's put with onion and our own gravy and that sort of thing. And like, that's so far from like, we do occasionally have problems with like people get the plain pie, it's not what they expect.
Yeah.
They expect that mince sort of thing.
Yeah.
And like, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, cool, this is actually, so much better. But occasionally you do get someone who's like, oh, that's not what I was expecting.
That's not a bakery pie.
Yeah. And it's like, well, that's cool. There's a bakery around the corner.
Yeah.
If that's what you want, it's called It's Pie Time, this product you put in it. Yeah. If you want that mince, that's fine. It's around there.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
if you want that, this is the close to you.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, you've come for butter-made pastry. You've come for all those things. Not, yeah.
Fine dining meats.
Yeah, or an elevated pie experience. Yeah. I don't know if I want to get back into that fine dining idea, but
that sort of methods and that sort of
that sort of approach to it. That we're not trying to make this cheap. We're trying to make it right.
Yeah, trying to make it great.
Yeah, exactly.
So, speaking of award-winning pies, last year you won the best gourmet sausage roll in Australia for your maple bacon and hazelnut sausage roll. Can you please tell us how you came up with that, and at what point did you know that you were onto something really special?
So it was, again, just serendipity. Like, we are so lucky sometimes. So we'd come into a box of hazelnut meal and I was like, oh, what am I going to do with this? And, you can make crayons or a few other little things. I'm like, oh, that's not us. So I was like, oh, I'll put that with something sweet and like bacon. And we made the first batch, maple bacon, hazelnut. And like second we opened the oven, Ben came out. It's like, what the hell is that? That smells insane. And it's like, straight away we were like, wow, this is something cool. This is something really different. No one's doing this. So that was sort of when we knew. I didn't know it would win. I knew it had a good chance. I knew it was different from what we'd done before.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's really cool. So the moment that
just the smell, like the oven opening, that where you get that sweetness with the bacon and that. And a few of the other newer sausage rolls, we've only started because we've got way more experimental this year.
Yeah.
So a few of those newer things we're doing, they've got that same sort of factor. So it's interesting. It's I don't know. Sorry, man. I don't know what's going to happen this year, but there's some stuff. There's some stuff that's we've never done before. We've never entered before. I think most of it.
Okay, so can we go through what the entries are for this year and how you've come up with them?
So we've got plain sausage rolls. That's really just to enter that category. That's its own category. So you're just kind of in there. Our plain's a little bit different because we don't use sausage mince, which is like a lesser product. We use beef mince and pork mince, and we mix them together ourselves rather than using a lesser quality. And we don't use those bakery type meals. We use breadcrumb and onion, and we actually put a little bit of zucchini through it. Just keeps it a little bit moist. Yeah. And it's just not to bulk, but you know what I mean? Like sort of rather than putting a ton of breadcrumb in, putting something real in, because a lot of your everyday sausage rolls are filler. I don't want to say sawdust, but cornmeal and just filler. And if you're going to use filler, you might as well use something real as filler, something,
And it gives you a bit of a different texture as well.
Yeah, exactly. Bit of that more home style, like I think of like my grandma cooked and my mum cooked, and just like, you don't have all those things, sausage roll fillers and stuff in a real kitchen. You have zucchinis and onions and carrots.
Yeah.
And,
That's really awesome. That's really cool.
So yeah, plain one. We've got the good old pork and apple Chinese 5 spices going in.
Yeah.
It's already got 2 gold medals. It came 4th last year out of the country. So
yeah, right.
So our goal this year is to because this last year we were 1st and 4th. Mm-hmm. This year I want to have the real goals have the top 5. Just be like, yeah, cool. You want a gourmet sausage roll? It's here or nowhere. But we'll see. So yeah, I've got that going in. I would have had chicken chorizo, but we've actually just changed our minds on that for something new. So that chicken chorizo has got about 5 silver medals, and I don't know how to make it what judges want to see.
Right.
I've never been able to get it past that, and it sucks because I really like that. That's probably one of my favorites.
Yep.
But yeah, I've tried and tried and tried. It's always the bridesmaid and never a bride, and yeah, you just can't. So we're actually changing that very last minute. We only decided this week. We changed that and put a banh mi sausage roll in.
Yeah.
So it's using Trang Hughes marinades.
Yeah.
So yet again, local stuff.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah. So using her marinades to sort of recreate that feel of a banh mi, which works well because it's so it's pork with it's using a lemongrass marinade and a barbecue marinade mixed in through the mince with coriander and garlic and a bit of chili, fish sauce, brown sugar, really give it that banh mi feel. And then we made our own pickled carrot and pickled daikon, proper like you would have in a banh mi, and put that through it, a line of that. And yeah, that one, we had done it before about a year ago, but this time round I changed a few things about it, and it's just hit.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've done one batch of it this last week, and it's flying out the door. And yeah, everyone who's had it's sort of been, that's really cool, that's really different. So we thought we'd give that a run.
Yeah, definitely.
What else have I got going on? Lamb, honey, and rosemary. This is the big hopeful that I think will win the big trophy this year. If I have to put my money anywhere. Yeah. So it's saltbush lamb out of Narromine that we're getting direct off the farmer.
Yeah, right.
It's most of our supplies, our meat comes from all one place or whatever. Yeah. But this one, it's direct off the farmer. Yeah. And yeah, it makes a difference. That's cool. And when it's real simple, it's just put with rosemary, honey, bit of garlic. It's kind of it. It's really simple, but it's the one this year that's sort of really been walking. We've been doing it for most of this year. I think even a little bit last year. And yeah, if I had to put where I think the next winner's coming from, I think it's that. But yeah, there's some dark horse stuff going on, so I don't know. Maple bacon's going back in, obviously, so that's super easy. Spinach and fetta's going in. It's won a gold medal before. It's with Second Mouse's beautiful feta from SJ. Premium stuff. It's not just spinach in it. We zucchini, carrot, onion, as well as spinach, the feta. We make our own preserved lemons, and a little bit of that goes into it, and a few spices and garlic, and yeah. It's not just, when you say spinach and feta, it's not just spinach and feta. Yeah, it's a little bit different. And it's a big fan favorite out there again, so that's cool. And that one we've I don't think the recipe's ever changed for that. It's really like we hit it and that was it.
That's awesome.
What else have I got going on? Peking duck, that's another new one this year. That's just yet again trying to capture sort of something different in a sausage roll. So it's so it's got duck mince as its base. It's then put with char siu sauce into it, as well as onion, garlic, using normal bits and bobs. But then when we roll that one up, we put a line of hoisin down inside it and shallot and coriander. So yet again, trying to get that Peking duck pancake feel in a sausage roll. So that's another dark horse one that I'm like, oh, maybe. Problem is, like, for that one, a lot of these like comp stuff, it's about shrinkage and how your pastry is. And something about the duck mince makes the pastry shrink a bit more.
Yeah.
So that might mark it down, and it's really hard to, maybe rather than flavour, but then it might get marked back up on creativity. So it's when you start doing different stuff like that, like things you don't expect like that happen, you're like, oh, okay, cool. And, you sort of go, well, I don't know how to fix that, so we'll see. Try and have it real cold when it goes in the oven. That sort of stops some of that shrinkage, but I'm going to do a degree. And then the last gourmet sausage roll going in is the new spicy pepperoni, which is sort of an apprentice-developed idea that we work together with. So it's really different as well. It's a new sort of chunkier style of sausage roll we're trying to do. So it's using, rather than like the cheese in it is cut into little cubes, so you're not getting it in every bite, you're sort of hitting bits. Same with there's jalapeno in it, and that's sort of the same. It's a little bit chunky. The pepperoni in it, we're buying like the whole pepperoni, and we're sort of lightly blending it, so it's getting a bit of a chunk too. And when it's another pork-based one, pork sausage rolls are always a winner. So it's got like Italian herbs like oregano and tomato paste and stuff through it. So you're getting that real and chili flakes as well. So you're getting that real pizza feel, pizza vibe. That one's getting picked up well by the customers as well. And it's another that's a weird dark horse one that I don't know if people are going to love it or hate it. But, so I'm getting good feedback from it. So that's good. Yeah. And then you've got some pies in as well. Yeah. So we've got some pies in, less pies because we've seen so much success with the sausage rolls. So we're putting the plain pie through, the spicy Korean pork belly. So that's a bit of a different one again, baked pork belly. So we do like a whole pork belly, bake it up, cut it up. And then it goes in a gochujang type sauce, so like that proper Korean vibe. And then that's getting kimchi put on top before the pie's sealed type idea. So it's yet again like proper feel, really authentic to what it's supposed to be. What else have we got going on? Lamb shank and Guinness, so that's a real classic one. Shanks, slow cooked overnight in Guinness, stripped off the bone. I did it today. Stripped off the bone, a little bit of bacon in it. Real classic Irish, potato in it, Irish. Then we've got another lamb shank one in. We've been doing some real cool lamb shank stuff this winter that I wanted to showcase. So it's like an elevated shepherd's pie. So it's that lamb shank again overnight, but it's sort of in a more basic gravy, but with like carrots and peas, like a shepherd's pie. And then we're putting the garlic mash on top, piped on. It's, yet again, that's one of those, like, I don't know, that's really cool. That's really, like, lifted and different. So, yeah, so that's really cool. What else have we got going on? Yeah, chicken truffle with bacon jam. This is another like really out there, really experimental number. So it's just roasted chicken breasts in a white sauce with truffle and parmesan. And then we make our own bacon jam and just put a little bit of that on top. And like it's a lot. It's you need a nap after that one, but it's it's another new cool different one. Trying to get that, that premium feel out of chicken can be really hard. So
Is the ability to experiment and the ideas that you come up with, like putting bacon jam in there, is that coming from your experience in fine dining?
for sure, yeah. Not so much a fine dining thing, but yeah, like the bacon jam was something that I made years ago for something else, for another job. And, it's that, I remember this thing I did years ago, or I remember doing pickled veg for this that would go in that. And how to put all that together and really, do it from nothing because we buy food, not
It's the really high quality ingredients make high quality pies.
basically, yeah.
So for people that are listening to this and they want to try your pies, they want to come into Orange Pie Company, or they want to order pies through YourMarket and give them a go, what's your recommendation for an entry-level pie? What's a good pie to get an understanding of Orange Pie Company? And then also, what is your favorite pie that's in the range at the moment?
First time things, like if you like traditional things, I'd go for like the pork and apple sausage roll, the lamb sausage roll over the plain. Because, yet again, plain sausage roll. I think we'd been open 2 years before I made a plain sausage roll and called it a plain. Because to me, that pork and apple, that simple, pork, mince, apple, Chinese five spice, which isn't spicy, it's, cinnamon, cloves, more, I don't know, I guess Americans would call it bloody pumpkin latte spice. It's really on that vein. It's that's more what I'd have if I wanted a classic sausage roll. And then branch out into the cool stuff. If you're adventurous, branch out into your chicken truffles, your Korean pork bellies. If you like spicy, we make the world's hottest vindaloo pie at the moment that not everyone loves, but those who like spicy are buying like 20 at a time. I literally had a guy walk in, will you make that again for me? I'll buy 20 of them. I'm like, yeah, sure, done. Why not? If you're going to buy most of the batch, hell yeah. Because, it's so bloody spicy. It hurts to make.
Right, okay, so that's maybe not an entry-level pie.
No, that's not one that's going in a comp, because, but, that's why we like doing that niche stuff, that cool stuff. My personal, everyday favourite is the beef ale, for sure, that, and that's that nice entry level again, like I say, to me, that's what a plain pie should be. I don't want a plain pie. I want slow cooked beef in bloody beer. Slow cooked beef in good beer. What else would you want with a beer? Perfect. Where's the plug? With a Badlands ale. And it's we're lucky enough to have all that stuff. Same with the pork and apple cider too. That's a really good. A lot of people like that, and especially same again to have it out, have it with the cider, have it,
Enjoy Small Acres with a Small Acres.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, go out to Small Acres Cider, have one of our Small Acres Cider pies at the cidery with a cider. Talk to Nick about it,
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So anything else you'd like to say to someone wanting to try Orange Pie Company, or anything you'd like to finish off with?
Look, the other thing that's really special about us is we hand make all our pastry with butter, not pastry margarine. That's what makes this more expensive, because butter's 3 times the price of pastry margarine. And we wouldn't be doing it that way if it wasn't worth it.
Yeah. So it's that same, going back to that quality, going back to that.
Yeah.
You're making great pies. Great pies require great ingredients.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So finally, we'll be making sure that we post the results of the official Great Aussie Pie competition. But how else can people find out the results for how all your amazing pies and sausage rolls have gone?
It'll be on Facebook. We'll sing it from the rooftops once we know. You can also go to our websites. So greataussiepieComp.com.au, I'm pretty sure it is. They'll put up every night like the medal results. I think you can even watch a live stream on their Facebook of the announcement. If things go well, I'm hoping to be standing down there. It's in Sydney this year, not Melbourne. So I'm hoping to be standing down there listening, ready to put the trophy in my hand. Because last year I found out sitting in the shop, and I cheered so loud and banged the wall so hard that Chooks next door was like, "What the hell?" So yeah. The other one that I haven't talked about is Sept's got an apprentice pie in this year. So he's got to do a vegetarian or vegan pie. So he's had to make up his own recipe, his own stuff. And that's a hard call. That's the first. They sort of change what the main ingredient is every year. So other years it's been chicken or pork or beef. That's the first time I've seen it being veggie. And it's like, now you got to get right out of your comfort zone. So Sept started stuff for that today. Because he's marinating a bunch of veg for char grilling and that. So that's his baby, not mine. So.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So thank you for listening. That was the Your Market Producer of the Month interview with Orange Pie Company for September 2025. We were talking to Mitch, and he was telling us all about the really interesting pies that he's got entered in the official Great Aussie Pie competition for coming up in the next couple of days. If you'd like to try any of Orange Pie Company's amazing pies, you can jump onto Your Market and look for them as a producer, or look in the fridge section and you'll find the frozen pies there. They've got a great, amazing range, so jump on and try them out. They're absolutely brilliant. If you want to try them fresh, you can find Orange Pie Company just near Dan Murphy's in Orange, up in the IGA Centre. And thank you very much for listening.